Have a good day today. I hope no one is making you feel shitty for doing things that you like to do. And I hope you feel safe wherever you are. And I hope you feel like you have people you could trust. And I hope you notice how loved you are by like everybody almost. I hope you notice how just because you're not there right now doesn't mean you won't be there. Like, even though that sounds pretty obvious, it's not that obvious sometimes, even for me. So I can relate to that feeling. So if you feel like if you feel like you're being rejected in like the country you're in or whatever, because some people have that in their mind, some people don't, but some people do feel rejected, and some people do feel like ashamed to be who they really are, to show who they really are. So they put on like a front to pretend to be part of this like something. But I hope you feel good even without being part of a community or anything. And I hope you realize you're never really alone. And I don't mean that in a bad way, more like in a good way. Like you are you are loved by somebody out there. There's somebody out there that loves everybody. Trust me. And and they look out for like the little people, like stick up for like the ones that can't, like stand up for, like there's people that stand up for the ones that don't really have the what it takes right now to like stand up for themselves, but they um they inspire others to also stand up for themselves. So that is the people that are the most important. It's not the people with the money or anything that people might want to tell you that it's about that or something. Even though money is needed, some type of currency is needed in today's world. Like sometimes some people don't need money. What they need is a reason to keep going and to keep waking up. And that is something we could give to each other without wasting money. That is something we could just give by smiling to each other, by like by showing people that we also have emotions. Pretending to be numb is not the answer. It's not part of it's not part of what is going to make this world keep going and keep spinning and keep things going the right way, like going the most positive way for all of us, not just this country, not just wherever you're watching this from. Like you know um, it's like everybody's just in need of some type of love, like always, even if they might deny it. Even if you could think of somebody that doesn't seem to care about love, they care about the little things, and they think about the good things more often than the bad ones. Or they try to, because that's where they could find comfort in, and that's where we could find comfort in good experiences, or experiences that made you like change for the better, or things that made you realize you were going down the wrong path, and people that were there when you were going down the wrong path, and people that didn't make you feel bad for like doing the wrong things, people that accepted that we could all mess up, that today you could mess up and tomorrow it could be me, and people that stay conscious of how you feel. That is something that is very important, I feel like, just to keep just to keep relationships happening, keep the kids still be innocent and still believe that there is hope for the world, for the kids. The adults, like we already know, like we already know. That was, I couldn't even yawn, but the adults, we already know, like a lot of this world is, could be dark, and you know it's something that we also don't want to say kids, but what I would want to give to like the kids or like to the young people is just some type of um, some type of inspiration. Like that sounds like a simple word, but like real inspiration to just be able to do whatever the fuck you want. Especially people that feel like they should be a certain way or something. I want to show people that you don't really have to be a certain way. You could just be. I said you could just be like you could just be like you don't gotta like try too hard to be something else. And people might think that's what you're doing. People might think this or that. I mean, people all people like all of everyone has like their own opinions and things. Some people decide to not have that many opinions, and others there's people that judge every single person, and those people is just they gotta find themselves, instead of judging everybody, and um, so then we can't worry about that. Like people like me or people like us, I guess it's like people that don't care like about the that don't care about the things they are trying to make us be like, and that are more comfortable in just being free and being human. People that want to learn but also don't want to lose or forget where they really came from, and or forget what really like what has really become like story like the history of like this country or the world even. Like people that want an explanation of things, there's a lot of us, and um yeah, it's just um yeah, the point is just to feel loved, to feel seen, like someone is seeing you, but not in a bad way, just kind of like you're not alone in this. That a lot of us have went through the same thing, and all of us like there's someone out there that can relate to us, and um for us, for other like for the people that have went through really bad things are now like getting better. Like we can understand the people that are still going through things more than a person that hasn't went through those things probably. Like so we could also just help a lot like in suicide preventions and stuff like that. Like we don't have to be part of like an organization like officially or something. We could just remember how it felt, and just remember what it was that we really wanted, and analyze our old self and what really helped us, and then try to give that to people, even if they don't acknowledge that you're helping them, even if they think you're being like fucked up, or they think you don't understand. Like even then it's like we could give a lot of emotions to people and still not lose a lot. We don't lose things. Like we're just giving energy to people just by trying to give them what we wanted when we felt like needed. I mean, when we felt like we needed something and we couldn't have it. That got more confusing, but um, yeah, just give people what like you didn't get or something. Basically, be the change you wanted to see always, and you won't get a lot of reward like money wise or anything. Trust me, like it doesn't come with that. It just comes with like vibes. It just comes with like it comes with a lot of other things that I feel like are bigger than money. And just remember that money is just the way you buy products that were made by somebody, that were produced somehow, and you could give like the products that you use, you could give them value by following your by being you. You give yourself value, higher value, so then the things that you get don't have to be really high value. They could just be, you could use things just for whatever they're meant to be used for, and not be too worried about how flashy they are, you know and just being like who you are. If who you are is someone that doesn't want to try too hard in anything, like then find a way to put that with the real world and then connect it. Or if you're somebody that loves just getting everything like in control, then find a way to connect that to the world that is in your household or something, like the way that your world works right now, and try to connect us to. If you're somebody that likes to listen to this type of, like, you know what I mean? It's just connecting and adapting all the time. 100 years from now, 200 years from now, 300 years from now, like the world is gonna be in a different place because people are gonna adapt. And 100 years ago, the world was different. So we are here now, and we are adapting to the world as it is changing more, like with computers. And we are the first generation to go through such a big like technology change, like from not even having computers, and then having telephones, and then having smartphones. Then after having smartphones, everything just changed. Then with apps, with coding, and everything else, like video games, like VR, like we are entering a bigger world, and it's not something to really be afraid of. Even though it is change, change is gonna cause a lot of feelings, but it is something to look forward to. So if you learn more about it, like I'm trying to learn more about it, and if you also do, like, we all have that in common right now. We are in the same generation right now. We are in the generation of change, in the generation of knowledge, in the generation of not needing like a college degree to be smart or something, or like the woke. We are the woke generation, like. And if you don't like getting too deep into things, then like I said, like the way the world works, and you have to like come together, and then you find your own like way of living, your own way of reacting to things, and your own way of um showing who you really would like to be. And the age that you're in also matters. So like, or like the the place that you're in matters, the setting. So it's just about like finding the people that give you that thing that you want, like and also just not seeing people as like objects or as like products, and more as like real humans with real emotions. And yeah, and also acknowledge that you have come a long way, all of you, like not all of you as in like there's a lot of you, but just everybody, because I'm speaking to the whole world right now, to like I'm putting it out there, and everyone, I feel like everyone should give themselves props and acknowledge that they have come a long way, like themselves, like really, like they, like, just think about like the moment where like if like you had like an ex, and you were really heartbroken after or something, and you thought it was the end, like that has happened to me. And you feel like you must feel like you came a long way now, like, or friendships that you thought you needed that were toxic or something, or relationships that, well, again, that were toxic, and you actually like overcome them, and you actually end up becoming a better version of yourself that you could love more. So the more love you could give yourself, like, the better. The more you could give love to the world. And when you find someone that you feel like doesn't get enough love, the more love you could give them, the more they could feel love for themselves as well, and then they could share that love with somebody else, and you could start something beautiful, like a butterfly effect. You could start your own chain of feelings, your links of emotions, and just be careful what you put out there. Like, it's about intentions. It's not really about what you're really doing. It's just, you know, like, for example, me right now, I'm just having fun with like my feelings, like however I feel. Like, I could put a song that matches how I feel right now, and wear clothes that match how I feel, or think about, like, like kind of customizing my own myself to just love myself and be all for me. And even though I feel like a lot of pressure sometimes from myself, I I still try to keep my head up, and just try to try to stay true to myself, and also just do the most I can, like, right now that I'm alive. Like, right now that I'm here, like just say the most that I can to make people feel like something. Actually, yeah, is to feel something. For people to feel something, that is already like a big thing for me. Like if you could feel something out of like any words that I'm saying or anything that I say or post, even if it's funny or something, like even if like you get upset or even if you like even if somebody's like, this guy like blah blah like talking bad or something, even that is like, I mean, like what's different? Like if you do that, like there's not different. Like a lot of people are doing that already, so you're not really adding anything different. But if that is how you feel better, then like fuck it, I guess. Like I could be your punching bag. Like it doesn't matter. Like I know myself, and people are always gonna talk shit anyways. So if you wanna be one of those people for now or something, it's just like I don't know why you would want to be that type of people, but like I said, knowledge. The one, if you keep denying it, you're gonna stay in the same place, and you don't want to stay like jogging in the same place. You want to like keep entering new doors, like in your brain, like the little you in your brain, just keep entering new doors, and just keep going. And like there will be one, there will be some rooms that are nasty, but the you could get through that room and just get to the next door and always keep opening up things. It's like our mind has like a lot of tabs open and just keep opening tabs, like, or close all of them, and maybe you're just a simple person and that's okay too. Just what I mean is just keep learning. Like don't stop your learning for like somebody else or just because someone told you this or that. Like don't stop your own learning. At the end of the day, you have yourself. It's just you that like you're always you. Like you have yourself. So even if you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, or someone that is really keeping control of you or something, or like telling you what to do all the time, like at the end of the day, like there are times where they're not gonna be there and you're gonna have to do things yourself. And I always want to inspire, even like with the girlfriends I've had, like like I want to inspire like some type of like self, um yeah, a sense of self, like you shouldn't need me to do this, or I shouldn't need you, like, you know, and just being straight up, like just people that um know that like that balance between independence and just like in social life, it's pretty like, I don't know, like someone that has a good balance of that, like for themselves, like because a good balance for me is probably a different balance for somebody else, but just having a sense of self and at the same time having a sense of like love for everybody else, it's like those two are very important. So I would say like being like egotistic, it's like not that bad until you start losing like your sense of others and you start being sensitive for others. So you gotta be sensitive for yourself and also have some type of like ego is just like being able to say I want to do this, I want to do that. Like ego like by Tyler is about like that, about being egotistic. And yeah, it's about being egotistic and at the same time like egotistic like egotistic and egotistic. It's like because I care about me but I care about you too, and it's not a race about who cares about who the most. It's just I care about me, I care about you, so I'm being careful with what I say for myself and for you. And if I say like, you know what I mean, like just caring for each other, like it's not I feel like it's positive, like. And instead of egotistic, it could also just be self-esteem, you know, self-esteem, and then like just esteem for other people, I guess, like, you know what I mean. But yeah, so um yeah, self-esteem. And well, this video is long. Also just keep spreading whatever it is you like spreading, like love, and just keep pushing and stop hating so much. Like I know there are some people that are just hating on everything, and just stop hating so much. Stop hating yourself so much because you are a part of like everything. We are a part of like everything. Like somehow we influence things and we don't even notice it. And you could be criticizing something that you influenced a lot, and so it's like you're kind of criticizing yourself, or you could be criticizing something that like your uncle, let's say, had something to do with it, or like they like it or something, and now you're criticizing your own uncle. Like, you know what I mean? Like, be conscious of what you're criticizing, and remember that online world is not really just, it's not really the real world. There is a real world too, like in relationships with people, like in real life, like hello, like how are you doing, or something. Like, there is innocence in that, and there is a lot of evil on this. So there's also evil in the real world, but it's easier to talk shit on this and to threaten someone else, like for like to kill them or anything on this, on like technology and stuff. But in real life, it's more like, this is real life. Like, this is we're outside, like we're talking, like there's people doing this and that. It's more to celebrate life outside, and this is more to like kind of everyone is scratching their heads. They don't know what to do with technology as of now, and there isn't really that many role models for that. And the leaders of like social medias and stuff, like Mark Zuckerberg, or like these people, are not really teaching people how to live through this technology and real life crisis. And also just the it's just a bunch of like, it's a mess. Like, technology is a mess right now, so you don't want to get too deep into technology, because then your head becomes a mess. And if you like technology, then yeah, you're like a technology nerd. Like, that's cool too. Like, that's really cool actually, because that means you could become someone that could teach people about like technology. And if you gatekeep your knowledge just because of things like, I don't know, just because, I don't know, I don't even know why you like, why anyone would really do that, like try to gatekeep the things that they know. But if you do that, it's just like you're not helping. You're actually like damaging things, like, because you got the knowledge, you did it, and now you're using it for yourself, but you're not letting people know like what's going on with technology, or the power it has on like people, like literally power, like electricity and stuff, like um so yeah, there is hope for people, for humanity. There is hope for love. There's hope for kids, for babies. There is a lot of people that have big hearts and want to do the best. There is a lot of people that are ignorant in things but still want to learn. That is key. Like, there's a lot of things that I do that is wrong, that you do that's wrong, that they do, that she does, that everything that people do that is wrong. So then, could we just cancel everybody? Like, that would be fucked up. We can't do that. So instead, let's just see, like, let's just keep learning. Like, everybody doesn't have it all figured out, so we can just keep learning from each other. Keep learning and taking what we like, exchanging things with each other, like ideas. That's also currency of this world. The difference is that it's a currency that is free, even if people try to market it, even if people try to sell it. Microsoft, like Word and Microsoft PowerPoint, was like, it used to cost you money, and now you can just download Google Docs and all these things, and it's free. Like, just remember that people are trying to sell you a lot of items, and you gotta realistically see what it is. Like, it's just feelings they're selling you, or like, what are they really selling you? What, like, dopamine? Like, they're selling you dopamine on things like, here, look, this is gonna make you feel good for like a day, or like, look, this looks really good. You're gonna feel good when you buy it. The bag is really cute, and like, you're gonna go home and it's gonna feel good. You're buying dopamine, and like, or like but you could get dopamine on Instagram. Instagram is free, like, because you're the product. I saw that, like, on an Instagram post, like, so yeah, you are the product. So just whatever the fuck you put on, just remember that if the guy from TikTok was to ask you like, what you wearing, like, you could just always lie and be like, oh, this shit costs like 20,000, and like, it's that easy. Like, don't get fooled by like all the famous people or stuff like that. Like, numbers, those numbers be lying sometimes. Like, so just stay aware that most of these people are actors. Like, no matter what they are as an art, like, they're real artists. I'm not like taking credit from them, but most of them are good actors, and that is what being famous is. They train you to be a good actor. So just remember that, and remember that the realest things that you have are like in front of you, like, or people that text you and people that call you, people that, you know what I mean, like those are real people, because even your favorite artist is not texting you, like, and I'm speaking from experience too. I'm like, these people are not like, even though they're helping me, um they don't really have any communication with me directly. So I appreciate people that are really here, like that know me, that I have experiences with. Like, yeah, texting my friend, like it was a really good experience. Like, and for the people that actually no, I'm not gonna address anything like that. But no, yeah, I feel very thankful, honestly, just for a lot of things, just for life and for the people that are there. You know, like I remember like last month or 2 months ago, like I got into an argument with my dad. Like we were and we were going home, and we were like in the city, and I got out. We got into like a pretty bad argument, and I got out like the van and just left. And like I walked to Washington Square Park, and then I met these two people like randomly. Like it was so natural, and like we decided to smoke, and I was feeling really upset until they started talking, and I just noticed how they brought that good energy with them because they were having a good day, and me, I was upset. So they lifted my mood up, and then I got to talk to them, and then we had a good day. And I never saw them again, even though I followed one of them on Instagram. I forgot his Instagram now, and but fuck it, like we had a good day, and like who knows how everything in my life would have went if I never met those two people, like right there in that moment. If I know, like, obviously it wouldn't be a really really big change, but it would have been a day that maybe something bad could have happened. But instead, those people were there to uplift me, and that's what I believe in. Like a lot of people, just people. Like, people are gonna give you what you really want. You might think you want money or likes or something, but if they give it to you, like you're gonna realize what you need, which is like really just emotions from people, reactions from people, just a hello from people, or like a good morning from people, a good energy, a lift of eyebrows. Hello, like just people need that sometimes. Like it's not always about like here, like take this. Like it's not always about that. Sometimes it's like hello, and like a little high five or something. Like it's not always. Trust me, people that are suicidal or like really are in a dark place mentally, like they're more about energy. Like they're more about like real things, and they feel alone. So sometimes people just don't want to feel alone, and money is not gonna like change that. Even if I do admit like getting money is gonna help you get out of that place a little bit more, but you never know what comes with these things and what might happen to you. And us as people, we gotta keep trying things, keep elevating others, just in the simplest ways, like hello, thank you, please, sorry, stuff like that. It's just you could elevate people like that, and stop judging so much based on looks. Like I hate when people look at like Muslim people or Hispanics or like black people and Asian people or like even white people. Like I hate when people just look at somebody else different just because of their like skin color or how they look, because they might not even be doing anything, or they might be like laughing and others pass by and just look like ren. And it's like I'm tired of like the division of like just based on looks or our backgrounds and stuff. It's like it's a free world. Like it should be a free world if it's not. Like and yeah, I don't want to be one of those people that judge because you have like the I'm not sure what it's called, but I don't want to judge people just based on, I want to judge people based on the love that they're giving out. And even then I don't feel like judge is even the right word. Like I feel like I just don't want to be judging people, like period. And then I see that people get rewarded when they give out the most like love and stuff like that. And then getting money is pretty easy. Like trust me, it's pretty easy. Like it's just um not easy as in like you're just gonna get it for free or something, like, or for nothing. Like, it's just, you could find ways like to scheme and to, like, you know, get attract money and get money, like. But if that's really what you're gonna focus on in your life, like the one lifetime that you have right now, you're gonna focus on just attracting more money and more money. It's like you kind of could forget that, like, there's a lot more out there, like, and you're gonna keep just going through like the money way, the money way. Sometimes you could be like, nah, like, I don't want that money today, or like your boss might call you and be like, oh, then you're gonna lose like today's, like, you're not gonna work, like, all that. And then maybe you're, you know, someone, your friend is like having a bad day, like, you could go hang out with them, and trust me, like, it would probably be a better day. Like, it would probably affect your life. It would probably be something you guys talk about in the next years, and or it could just be another day of work, or another job that you're in, or it could be a job that you lost because you wanted to be there for your friend, and it could be a good experience. Are you gonna cry about like losing like $200 or 500, even $1,000, like 5 years from now? That you're gonna be like, wow, I really lost it. Like, are you really gonna, if you didn't even work for it, stuff like that? Like, I don't know. I feel like we gotta live for today and be conscious of yesterday and tomorrow. And I mean that metaphorically. Like, we gotta live for the present, but also be conscious of the past and have a good eye for the future, and try to keep making things more aligned for your own world. So like, the world is a mess, and you could get things aligned to see where you want to go. So stay tuned, subscribe, and comment.